3 balms, 1 wooden box. This is InVine's Nature's Finest Trio. Here is exactly what goes into each jar and which balm is meant for which moment. Start with the thing most gift sets get wrong. 3 jars of nearly the same balm is not a set. It is one product printed 3 ways. A real set gives you 3 different characters, so there's a reason to reach for each one. That is how this box is built. And all 3 start in the same place, a garden in Tallahassee, Florida, where every herb in the box is grown, cut, and dried before it ever meets oil. Each herb is cut by hand at its peak, when the leaves are at their most fragrant, and goes straight to the drying room. First jar, the Bite Balm. This is the summer one, the jar that lives in a bag or a pocket from spring through fall for skin that has spent the day outdoors. Its character comes from lemongrass, lemon balm, rosemary, and basil, all 4 grown in the beds you just saw. Lemongrass is the one people are surprised by. It grows in tall, sharp clumps, and it is what gives that balm its clean citrus lift. Lemon balm carries the same bright side of the blend. Rosemary and basil sit underneath as the green, resinous backbone. If you are buying for someone who gardens, hikes, or simply cannot sit still in summer, this is their jar. It is also the oldest formula in the box. Janice developed it for her youngest son, who used to come in from Florida summers covered in mosquito bites. Second jar, the Breathe Free Balm. This is the most aromatic balm in the box, the one people open and immediately hold up to their face. It is built on the mints, peppermint for the sharp, cooling top note, spearmint for the sweeter one underneath, blended with rosemary and lemon balm. Lemon balm and the mints all spread fast, so they're grown in containers to stop them taking the whole bed. One established plant gives cuttings all season long. It is a scent-forward jar, a little on the wrist at the end of a long day, and the whole room smells like the mint bed. Third jar, the Muscle Revive Balm, the warm one. Where the first 2 are green and bright, this one is built on warming garden roots and herbs, ginger, turmeric, cayenne, and rosemary. The turmeric and ginger are grown here too, sliced and dried before they are ever infused. It is the jar for the person who is on their feet all day and who wants a warm, aromatic balm at the end of it. This one has its own origin story too. Janice formulated the Muscle Revive Balm for her husband, and it has been in the range ever since. 3 jars, 3 different characters, bright and citrus, cool and aromatic, warm and grounding. That is what makes it a set, rather than 3 of the same thing. And all 3 are balms, not creams. A balm is oil and beeswax with no water in it at all, which is why it does not have to carry the preservatives a water-based cream does. And nothing in the box overlaps by accident. The 3 were formulated to sit beside each other, not to compete. What all 3 share is the base. Every balm in this box is built the same slow way, and it is the part you cannot see from the outside. The herbs are dried first on screen racks for 4 to 9 days. Fresh-cut plants are mostly water, and water trapped under oil is what spoils a batch. Then the whole dried herb, leaves, flowers, and stems is covered in organic olive and coconut oil and left in the dark for 6 to 8 weeks. No added heat, just time. Whole herb, never powder. Powder clouds the oil and slips through a strainer. Whole leaves strain out clean. 1 box, 3 jars, and not one of them is filler. That is the difference between a set that was formulated and a set that was simply assembled. After its weeks in the dark, the oil is strained, and what comes through is golden. It is gently warmed and blended with beeswax, which sets the texture, and a little vitamin E. A few essential oils go in at the very end as finishing notes. Then it is poured and capped by hand. Every formula in this box was developed by Janice, our founder, starting from these infused oils. Every jar carries its own batch number and infusion date, so a set like this traces right back to the bed the herbs came from. A little goes a long way with all 3. Warm a small amount between your fingers and it melts on contact. Body heat is all a balm needs. The 3 jars arrive nested in a wooden box, ready to give exactly as they are. So, who is it for? Someone who would rather be given something grown than something mass-produced. Gardeners, people who read labels, anyone who has worked out that most natural skincare is a scent added at the end. That is the Nature's Finest Trio. 3 garden-grown balms, 3 different jobs, 1 box. You can find it at InVineBotanicals.com.